Hey guys, Corey with Palmetto Battery Pros. Today we are going to do a lithium battery conversion on this Ryobi RM480 lawnmower using two of Epoch Batteries GC2 units for extended cutting time. So stick around and we'll go through it step by step. We are going to be installing dual 51.2 volt 30 amp hour units in parallel. The batteries have dual post positive and negative terminals with two communication ports and a power button with an indicator light. Each battery weighs 33 pounds and is the same size of a traditional golf cart battery. The Ryobi conversion kit includes the 51 volt 15 amp onboard charger. To activate the onboard charger, Epoch Battery provides a NOCO AC port to replace the old charge receptacle. We will be replacing the OEM battery gauge on the panel with the Epoch Batteries LCD meter and wiring harness. The communication port resistor is also included inside the LCD box. The 60 amp hour Ryobi conversion kit includes the dual unit communication wire. The LCD is powered by 12 volts, and Epoch does include a 48 to 12 volt reducer, but I'll discuss why we use the vehicle's original voltage reducer instead. The kit includes main battery cables for connecting the two units in parallel. The last item in the 60 amp hour Ryobi conversion kit is the power distribution block. There are a couple add-on items I recommend. The Bluetooth adapter gives you the ability to monitor your batteries from your mobile device. You can add on the Epoch Batteries Bluetooth adapter when purchasing your Ryobi battery and installation kit under the recommended add-ons link. If you'd like to make your installation as simple as possible, please add on the Palmetto Battery Pros Everything You Need kit. Not sure you have the right size wire or eyelets? Not sure which ABS board to get? The Everything You Need kit comes with all the little things you need to install your Epoch lithium batteries. A complete list of items in the Everything You Need kit is in the description of this video and available for purchase on the Palmetto Battery Pros website as an add-on item for the Epoch Batteries and installation kit. Now that we've unboxed everything included in the Ryobi lithium battery conversion kit, let's look at how this 60 amp hour energy storage system hooks up outside of the vehicle. We have the same size cables connecting each battery to the distribution block. The onboard charger's output wires will connect to the power distribution block. This is the LCD meter and wiring harness. The LCD meter operates on 12 volts, which we will get from the vehicle's existing voltage reducer. Here are the communication cables. We have a resistor on one end, the communication cable connecting the two units, and the other communication port will connect to the LCD meter's wiring harness. If you are installing the Bluetooth adapter, you will need to plug it into the communication lines in between the battery and LCD meter's wiring harness. Next, secure the Bluetooth adapter's red and black wires to the distribution block. Before we get started, I'd like to note your Epoch batteries will ship around 50% state of charge out of the box. Each unit will need to be hooked up and max charged individually before hooking them up together in parallel. At this point, I would go ahead and put the first battery on the charger while you start your installation. The charger will run a complete charge cycle and shut off when the battery is at 100% state of charge. Then repeat the process on the second battery. This is a very important step that will keep your two units balanced over time. Turn the vehicle's key switch to the off position and secure for maintenance. Lift the seat and unplug the seat sensor. Use your 13 and 14 millimeter wrenches to remove the seat mounting bolts and then set the seat aside. Next, use your T30 Torx bit to remove all the screws that hold the trim panels in place. To remove the top panel, you will need to disconnect the gray temperature sensor wire and unplug the blue charger interlock wires here. And lastly, disconnect the main charging cables from the old charge receptacle. Remove the top panel and unplug the main battery cables. Go ahead and replace the eyelets on the vehicle's original main battery cables. The original eyelets are too small to fit on the Epoch Batteries post. You can drill out the existing ones slightly or just replace them with larger eyelets. At this point, you can remove the 13mm bolts that secure the battery tray to the vehicle and pull it out. Remove the hold-down bar with the plastic covers and discard. Then use your 10mm to remove the battery cables and then discard the old lead-acid batteries. Once the old batteries are out, you can go ahead and clean the battery compartment. Here is the charger lockout. We need to bypass this switch for vehicle operation. Cut the blue wire close to the receptacle. We are going to secure the blue charger interlock wire to the positive side of the power distribution block. This will satisfy the charger interlock's 48-volt input for vehicle operation. Palmetto Battery Pros highly recommends adding a pre-charge resistor to your lithium battery conversion to help protect the lithium batteries and components from quick inrushes of power that the Ryobi mowers can generate during the power-up cycle. We've included the information on the pre-charge resistors that we're using in this video's description, and you can also find the pre-charge resistor with eyelets in the Everything You Need kit, which is also linked in the video's description. I tried to make this configuration work several different ways, so just know that this is the only way I found to make everything fit inside the battery compartment. If you see a better way, please let me know. I secured a 1/4-inch piece of ABS plastic board in the rear section of the battery tray. Use self-tapping screws to secure the distribution block and charger to the battery tray. Again, I found the batteries will only fit in one way, one right next to another, on their sides facing the right side of the vehicle. They actually fit really well, but I did secure them with large zip ties for extra security. The last component we will install is the AC port replacement. Use your T30 to remove the old charge receptacle. Slide the Noco AC port in place. You can add a couple screws to secure it if you'd like. To install the LCD meter, you will need to remove the existing battery meter and slightly widen the hole. Before you begin, take multiple photos of how your panel and each switch is wired. Using a pair of needle nose pliers, carefully press the center tab and remove each switch wire. Secure the panel to a piece of wood. Mark the center of the LCD hole and drill with a 2 1/16 inch hole saw. A 2-inch hole saw will work, but you may need to file a little bit of the hole out to get the LCD meter to fit in there. Now that the hole is widened, insert the Epoch LCD meter and secure to the back of the panel using the U-bracket and nut provided. Plug the LCD meter wiring harness into the back of the LCD meter. At this point, you can put the rest of the panel back together. Route the other end of the LCD wiring harness into the battery compartment. Everything except the LCD meter will get 48 volts from the distribution block. One side will be the positive bus bar and the other is the negative. It doesn't matter which side is which. Secure the onboard charger's output wire to the appropriate sides of the distribution block. Plug the vehicle's main battery cable ends back into the vehicle side and secure the vehicle's main positive and negative cables to the distribution block. Cap or tape off the original charging wires. Go ahead and connect the ground wires to each B negative post and the red wires to each B positive post. Torque to 9 foot-pounds. Next, route all 4 cables back to the distribution block and secure the red cables to one side and the black cables to the other side. This is the LCD meter wiring harness end we previously routed into the battery compartment. It has the communication plug and both 12-volt positive and negative input wires. To avoid LCD issues, we are going to use the 12-volt supply from the vehicle's existing 12-volt reducer. You will need to cut the eyelets off the state of charge meter wiring harness. I use a Posey tap to jump into the reducer's 12-volt output wire, which is the yellow wire, and I ground the LCD's black wire to the B negative post on the Epoch battery. Install the communication wiring harness that connects the 2 Epoch batteries together. Plug the LCD harness into one of the battery's open communication ports. Insert and tighten the communication resistor in the last available communication port to complete the communication line between the dual units and the LCD meter. If you are installing the Epoch Bluetooth adapter, you will plug the LCD's communication harness into the adapter and secure the other side of the adapter to the open communication port on your Epoch batteries. The adapter's positive and negative wires need 48 volts, so go ahead and secure each wire to the appropriate side of the distribution block. At this point, you can go ahead and turn each battery on by long pressing the battery's power buttons. We are going to have to put the mower back together to test everything. Put your trim panels back in place. Once you get to the top piece, make sure to plug in the AC port to the onboard charger's input wire. Also, do not forget to pull the seat sensor up through the top trim piece. Once you have your seat mounted and plugged back in, go ahead and test for vehicle operation. Once operation is confirmed, go ahead and plug your mower in using a 12 gauge or larger, 25 feet or less, charging extension cord into the AC port. The onboard charger will activate, top off both batteries simultaneously, and shut off when finished. Thank you for watching the Ryobi RM480 lithium battery conversion video. I hope this video answered all of your questions. If you have additional questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. Palmetto Battery Pros is an authorized dealer for Epoch Batteries. You can shop Epoch Batteries at the lowest listed online price with free shipping at palmettobatterypros.com. I've provided the direct links to the Epoch batteries featured in this video's description. I've also included the link to the Everything You Need kit to make your installation much easier, along with datasheet and warranty information links. If you found this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We have a ton of new battery-related videos in production, and it helps us get our videos out into the algorithm. Again, we appreciate you watching until the end, and we hope you have an outstanding day. Thank you.